Some people asked me, how come I still get bad thoughts in Ramadan if the shaitans are chained up? My brothers and sisters, shaitan first of all has two meanings. There is the jinn shaitan and the human shaitan. So it's referring first of all to the jinn. As for the human shaitans, they continue to whisper, and if you hang around them, they will still give you bad ideas. Number one. Number two, not all the jinn shaitans are chained up. There are shaitans, devils, that are weak and small. They still roam around, but their effect on you is weak. That the big shaitans, the ones that have great influence, are chained up. Number three, your shaitan that you are born with. Qareen is a devil that is attached to each one of us. That devil whispers bad thoughts and knows everything about you. That qareen, that shaitan, has been whispering to you throughout the year just before Ramadan, before he takes a break. And so he leaves his final whispers with you just before Ramadan. Sometimes he may make you miss certain things that you want to do, and then he gives you these thoughts about Ramadan that you're going to, as if some catastrophe is going to happen, you're going to be missing out on a lot of things. And then when Ramadan comes in, he becomes weaker, but those thoughts are left with you, and that's probably why in the first few days you find it hard. The whispers are still there. Number four, your own character and your actions can be an action of shaitan throughout the year. If you've been living a life throughout the year of immorality and distraction with haram things, and the world has taken over your mind and state, and all you did was entertainment and luxury and spending most of your time on the phone and on things that you shouldn't have, then you're not going to be very ready for Ramadan, are you? It's going to take you a little while to take off. And that's why most of us in the first week or the second week, we find it difficult, and then alhamdulillah, by the end of it, we hit the fifth gear and we're cruising, inshallah. A lot of us, by the end of Ramadan, we miss it and we feel the change that happens. The scholars, they spoke about the heart. Your heart and my heart are like a fertile land. And a fertile land, if it has weeds in it, and then you come to plant good seeds, let's say tomatoes or lettuce, whatever you want to plant into that soil, but there's too many weeds in that soil, do you think those good plants are going to grow easily, or are they going to find it difficult to grow among the weeds? So they said the heart is like the fertile soil. The weeds are like all the sins and the immoral acts that we've accumulated over the year. They kind of grown around our heart. And then when we want to come and plant the seed like salat, prayer, Quran, zikr, fasting, it's not going to grow very easily in the beginning. But as you go through the days of Ramadan, the weeds start to die out, the sins start to be forgotten, and then suddenly you start to feel the goodness, except for one type of people. They're the people who enter Ramadan and all they do is sleep throughout the day, and at the places where they hang out all night, no salat, no prayer. Probably even during the prayer they haven't prayed. These people, I'm going to tell you something about them. If you have these types of friends, they're going to leave you alone for a little bit. Because while you're in the daytime fasting and reading Quran and doing good deeds, you might sleep a little bit, nothing wrong with that. They're going to be sleeping all day, too lazy. They think, oh, I can't spend any good time with that mate of mine. He's too fasting, she's fasting. They're not going to. That's if you're righteous. And then when the night comes and they've eaten and the energy comes up and they want to party, you're at the mosque praying Taraweeh. What are they going to do? So these types of shaitans, they do go away, alhamdulillah. And that's one of the challenges that we have. So these people can't feel, they don't want Ramadan.